Hello, good morning. It's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook, and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I trust that you're feeling good. I trust that you're having a good week and things are in good flow for you. And if they're not, just remember to remind yourself to go gently. Sometimes that's a real big help. Here comes the cat. She's coming to sit with me down here. I think she's just out of view, so she'll be in view in a minute, no doubt. So, extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. I'm here to share some guidance for this weekend. That's the 23rd and the 24th of November. Yay! If you're new to watching, oops, my cat's rubbing all over my tripod now. It must be so nice to scratch on. If you're new to watching, welcome. What I'm going to be doing is using my combined cards here, and I'll be looking for the best card for Saturday, the best card for Sunday, and then the best card for the theme for Saturday and Sunday. I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and I trust that something shared will be helpful and supportive for you. So remember, take on board what feels right, what resonates, what fits into your life easily, and let the rest go. Oh, the cat will tire of rubbing on my tripod any minute, won't you? Do you want to come over and say hello? Come on. Here's the puss. Can we see her? She's having her morning rub against my tripod, so hopefully she'll tire of that in a moment. So, it's been busy here. We've had lots of activity, it's been crazy, the synchronicity of, so we had the power upgrade, so upgrade from single phase to 3-phase power on Thursday. The moment the electrician came, it was stinking hot. The weather just turned really, really hot. We had like 34 degrees Celsius, which is a lot for us at the moment because we've been having 20-degree days. And then the moment the electrician left, after a few hours, a cool change came through. Ever since the power's been turned on here, the wind has stopped because we've had weeks and weeks of wind, and it's just become really calm and still. It's just quite incredible. The synchronicity and the timing of everything is quite incredible. But I'll probably talk more about that later. So let's start by looking for the best card for Saturday the 23rd of November. So Saturday the 23rd, if it's not quite Saturday for you yet, you can think of this as guidance in advance, and you can refer back to Thursday's video for Friday's guidance if you need that. The cat thinks I'm talking to her. She's looking up at me with half open eyes. It's so funny, isn't it? The little world that the animals live in and the world that we live in is quite interesting. Okay, Saturday the 23rd of November. The best card is this. It's a Speed of Light Oracle. Hi everybody. And it's this. It's Pause. Card 25, it says hold, time, transition, suspension, and limbo. And I've already heard around the place a lot of people feel like they're in a cave at the moment. Their healing cave, their cave to reflect, to reassess, to mend, or whatever they need to do in their cave. So this is very similar to that energy. So it's like a withdrawal sort of feeling, a feeling of stepping back from being out there and being in our own little world. So whatever we're doing in that space of pause or within the cave will be a personal thing for us. Like, I guess I can relate to that. I'm busy working out my kiln and creating and doing things quite on my own. So I'm quite busy. I feel like I'm the alchemist in the cave at the moment, but I am seeing a lot of people too going through big healing times. So there's a lot of healing in the cave as well. So I think it's a personal thing in regards to what we are doing in our pause time or with our pause time. This card is implying that there is a bit of a limbo space at the moment where we might, or some of us might be feeling like we're in between things, or we might be waiting for something to happen. We might have just had something happen and we're integrating that. So there's a sort of things haven't really settled yet is sort of the feeling here. So things may be on pause. Let's not get caught up in the waiting though. So if we're waiting for something, let's try not to get caught up in the waiting, because it does, it's not, what's the best words to use here? It sort of holds us back in a way. I feel like our waiting time can be a great time for preparation, for healing, reflecting, or tending to things that we haven't had time or the energy to do. So there's always things that we could be focusing on instead of being caught up in the waiting. So let's be careful if we're feeling that, but trust that this waiting time is important and it is our time of preparing or whatever it is that we are doing. So I trust that makes sense. Pause. So we might be feeling a little antisocial or a lot while we're sort of in our cave doing what we need to do at this time, but especially on Saturday. So see how that resonates with you. Okay, now let's look for the best card for Sunday. It's Sunday the 24th of November. I was going to say September for some reason. The 24th of November. What do we need to know about Sunday is what I'm holding the intention of. So Sunday the 24th, and the best card for Sunday is another Speed of Light Oracle. And it's this. It's manifestation. Oh, bit of allergies down here. Card 51, the Temple of Maya, and it says manifestation, revelation, and purpose. So we may feel a bit withdrawn on Saturday, but there is a strong energy coming in for Sunday around structures, a building, feeling a new sense of purpose or belonging, or manifesting something that we've been working on for a while, or that we've been that we've had the idea of, or that we've been working on and taking action on behind the scenes. That there is a strong manifestation energy around for Sunday. So this directly ties into a building of some sort, and it won't be like an everyday building that we're dealing with. It might be changes around the home. It might be going to a place or a building for the first time on Sunday, somewhere of significance. It's not just a building we walk into, just a casual thing. If this is connected to a building, it's something of substance and something that connects with our purpose, our belonging, our sense of belonging, or manifesting something that we're working towards in our life. So there's a lot of structure, substance, a tangibility to this card as well. So it brings strength. It brings strength of purpose, strength of belonging. And so what we're going through on Saturday almost feels like a preparation for that. So if we can, and if we are feeling it, that we need to pause or we need to be in our cave on Saturday, it might not be the whole day, but it may be for some part, whatever we can find, or whatever we're inspired to do. We might find that reflecting time, or that time of quietness in our own private space, we might find that a really potent time that helps bring us into Sunday's substantial energy, substantial and tangible, purposeful space that's potentially here for Sunday. So there might be a breakthrough or something that occurs between Saturday and Sunday too, because these energies feel quite different. So there's a shift of some sort that's potentially taking place. So see how that resonates and fits in as you flow into your Sunday. It may not make a lot of sense yet, unless you've got things planned already, but we can just see how things unfold. Okay, let's now look for the best card for the theme. So the theme card will help bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for Saturday and Sunday. So if you're resonating with my work, I suggest or recommend or encourage you to have a look on my website at templeofbalance.com.au and see if there's anything there that resonates with you or supports you. Your support of my work helps me be able to do my work full time, so I really appreciate your support. But if you do want to learn more, please have a look on my website. Okay, the best card for the theme is this. It's an Animal Kingdom Oracle card. And it's this. It's the gorilla. This is always interesting, the theme card, throwing these sorts of cards into the mix. So we have card 9, the gorilla. And the gorilla says, do the right thing. And he's got, he's stern. He's, some may see him as aggressive, but he's certainly assertive. Or, he might not be that assertive, but he's sort of this rock that you can't avoid. There's a feeling here of, this rock staring you down, this gorilla rock staring us down and making sure that we are doing what is right. So ensuring, of course, we're doing what's right by others in a fair and honest way that resonates with us. Sometimes the right thing to do might not be what we want to do. So we might be dealing with a bit of that this weekend. There's also a feeling here about doing the right thing for ourselves. And I feel like some of us, in fact probably a lot of us, spend a lot of our time really trying to help people feel better or have a better day or, provide for them in some way, that I think we give a lot of our space and our time and our attention to other people, which is not a bad thing, but I see at the moment there's a big need for us to actually turn our attention a little bit more inwardly. And it doesn't mean that we become selfish or self-centered, because our self-love, our self-attention can turn that way, and I have seen it turn that way for quite a few people that I've observed. So I'm very aware that I'm trying not to turn my self-love and my self-attention into a selfishness. I really don't want that to happen for me. So I'm very aware of that. But I do see at the moment that there is a sort of an energy around. It's a bit hard to explain, but it's almost like as we acknowledge and understand who we are, and as we embody our powerful qualities, the qualities that make us who we are, then there's less of a need for us to fill spaces and places and roles and tasks that are other people's responsibility. So it's almost like as we stand and own our power and shine our brightest light and give other people the acknowledgement or the permission in some ways to own and shine their brightest light too, then we can co-create and cooperate together. So it's not our job to fill up everyone else's roles and do everyone else's tasks. It's our job to own our tasks, own our role, do the right thing in regards to what's right for us and what's right for the moment, and encourage others to start shining brightly in their role. So we can't do everything, and that's been a big lesson for a lot of us this week, is that we can't do it all. So some things we've got to surrender, and we've got to just own our role, take responsibility for that, and let other people step up to the other roles that need to be taken. So not only doing the right thing by others, but also doing the right thing by ourselves. Ensuring that it doesn't turn selfish and self-centered, of course, but making sure we're doing what's right. If we're not sure what the right thing to do is, it may be worth considering or contemplating, especially on Saturday when we have the pause card and that pause cave-like energy around. We may want to ask ourselves in a meditation, for example, what is the right thing to do in this situation? And we're not going to be able to please everybody, so we need to maybe get some more insight into what's the right way to go or the right thing to do. So that's Gorilla. We can't avoid him. He's got strong energy, he's very stern, and we can't ignore his glance. So there may be some confrontation if we have been ignoring it, but if we're open to it and moving with it, then this energy will be easy. But if we've been avoiding doing what's right, it may come up as a bit of a ugly confrontation in our life. So maybe something just to be aware of. But this is a really positive card because it's showing us that we're aligning more with our truth, or we're being encouraged to align more with our truth and the right way to go. So that's Gorilla. He says to do the right thing this weekend. So I trust that resonates with you. Thank you so much for connecting today and spending your precious time with me. I trust you've enjoyed this connection. If you have enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. I have used my combined Animal Kingdom Oracle cards with my Speed of Light Oracle cards today. They've been combined to make a 110 card deck, which you can do too if you want to, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. But you can learn more about these decks that I created on my website if you want, at templeofbalance.com.au. Look up the store tab and then Oracle cards if you're so inspired. If you do want to learn more about me and the work that I do at Temple of Balance, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience while I dedicate time, as you can understand, to my ceramics. I'm still bringing out guidance videos. Guidance videos aren't stopping. I'm still here, so there's no need to panic. But at the same time, these aren't created for you to rely upon. I never ever want you, or never want to create a space where I want you to give me your power because of such things. My job here is to help you find the guidance that you're seeking yourself. So that's my job, that's my role. If you become panicky because I haven't streamed a video for a couple of days, then that might be a bit of a problem, that you're relying on these. So please don't rely on them. Please don't give your power away to these types of videos or guidance. Instead, use it to help you empower yourself. Get out your own cards. And hopefully I'm showing you how easy it is to read cards and find the guidance that you need. So don't panic. My guidance videos are staying, but at the same time, if you are panicking, please use that as something to learn how to empower yourself. That would be great. So thank you for your support and your encouragement why I spend this time doing what I've been waiting 9 months to do, which is play with my kiln, get my ceramics fired, test my glazes. Ceramics is a really important part of my life, so yeah, it's helpful for me that you support that about what I do, because I feel like a big part of what I do too is helping people, helping you hopefully follow your passions in life. And I'm not going to sit here saying that you've got to follow your passions. I'm going to sit here or be here in my life living it. So for me to live my passions, which right now very much is ceramics, is hopefully inspiring you to get into something that you really want to do. Doesn't need to be ceramics. We've all got different interests and different things that we find passion in. But hopefully by me living it is encouraging you to live it too. So, yeah. Hopefully I will have a kiln opening to share soon when I do a glaze firing. I haven't done a glaze firing yet. I've done 2 bisque firings, which are the sort of the first firings that we do in ceramics. So it's basically just to create a more workable piece of clay or a thing that we've sculpted or whatever, so that it can be glazed without it falling apart. Because some of the sculptures I've made are very, you know, you look at it the wrong way and something falls off because they're quite detailed, I guess. They've got appendages and things. So, you know, the bisque firing is important, and it's a great way for me to test my new kiln, which is going really well. I'm having no problems at all at this point with my ceramics and the firing. I have the kiln at the moment probably down to maybe under 200 degrees Celsius, so it's cooling down at the moment, and then I can have a good look in and see that everything's been okay. and then hopefully today I'll get started on some glazing. So it'll be lots of test glazing to begin with. So with your glazing, I could buy pre-made glazes, but I've actually already done a workshop about 5 years ago that taught me how to make my own glazes. So that's what I'll be doing. I've got 3 base glazes to focus on, and then I'm adding colorants to the glazes. So the base glazes we might think of as clear glazes, perhaps. Some are shiny, glossy, some are matte, some are not. Some may work, some may not, I don't know. And then the base glaze, I've basically got different strengths of colorants that I'm adding. So the colorants make the color in the glaze, like copper makes greens or blues, depending on how much copper's in it. And iron can make really beautiful honey glazes, but also really dark chocolate glazes too. So there's lots of fun. It's a bit of a chemical, scientific sort of thing, I guess. But it'll be lots of fun, lots of work. But I'm sure through my testing of the glazes, I'll be able to pick, 3 or 4 that I really want to use in my work. So that's kind of where I'm at. Busy, lots going on, and I'm very ceramics dedicated this weekend. So, and I might be for the next few weeks or few months, who knows. So thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your support and you being here. And I do trust that Something Shared has supported you in some way or empowered you. So thank you. Have a great weekend, and I will be back to share with you again very, very soon. Namaste. Bye for now.